right?
I've told many people this before. I used to cycle to work. I never really drove my car.
Yeah.
And I never really had a big problem. Like, it wasn't bad. And then we put in all these cycle tracks, and I don't think people are using them that much. That's my totally off the cuff.
They're not used
Yeah.
because I don't think they're in the right places.
Yeah.
That they can be used.
Yeah.
Now, there sometimes where there's bike lanes in front of where there's commercial space, it affects that commercial
Yeah, absolutely.
space because you cannot block a bike
Right.
lane to get deliveries.
Right.
So it's difficult for them to get deliveries,
Yeah.
and it affects their business. So most businesses that have a bike lane in front of it end up just closing.
Yeah. I remember when the bike lanes first went in, and there was quite a lot of pushback from those businesses probably. And it was not even just the deliveries, but you suddenly didn't have parking in front of your space anymore. And, the roadway just collapses into, like, you lose a lane minimum. And then there was lots of questions about, like, why are we turning left in front of bicycles that are coming at us from behind? It just seems so dangerous.
Dangerous.
But
like, in places like London that I'm telling you, there's no blockade, there's no
Right.
barrier.
Yeah.
So when there's no there's no cyclist there, you can a vehicle can use it.
Sure, makes sense.
That makes sense, and it works.
Yeah.
And that's a place where they have more cyclists too, and it works. So I think if we had a system and a bike lane system that works, more people would use it.
Yeah. I guess the other challenge is, we're a little bit in that build it and they will come mode. But the reality is obviously it's minus 32 here, portion of the year, and it's tough to pick up your bike and go out into the ice and snow, and that's really tough. I remember that being a real challenge because, like, basically April, was the beginning of, it wasn't going to be absolutely terrible, but May was still snowing and there was a lot of gravel. And then you get into September and it's real hit and miss on snow. And so you're really only a few months that is easy. And you can cycle all year if you want to, but that's a life-changing experience when you make that choice.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When we have what's called winter, 9 months out of the year,
yeah,
it's a challenge to find that balance where the cyclists will be happy, and same with the vehicles.
Yeah.
But that means proper engagement and communication with the cyclists, and there's always a solution. I say, there's always a solution, and that's what I want to always focus on is the solutions.
Right.
That's why there's a key for every lock.
Sure.
There's a solution.
Yeah. Maybe part of the, and this takes us down a different road slightly, is that cycling into downtown is also dependent on where you live. You're not gonna cycle in from Springbank. It's just too far, and there's hills, but as Calgary densifies downtown, that changes things as well. So.
Well, I know there are some people that are avid cyclists, and they will.
Absolutely.
They will use
absolutely.
it. And we have 1,200 kilometers of bike paths. We have one of the longest bike paths in North America, or maybe the world.
Yeah.
But which is amazing. And again, the cycling community is telling me that this is great, the bike paths, but there's no GPS. So you kind of either have to know it,
right,
or there's a PDF map of it.
Yeah.
A PDF.
Yeah.
So
you can print it out and hand it to each other.
Print it out and what? Read it while you're cycling?
Yeah.
Right. So they said if there was a GPS app even of the paths, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Because you know where to go and where it connects. And
that's interesting.
Yeah.
I never really thought of that. I guess I just assumed that they put them where we wanted them. I don't know. I never thought of it. And
this is why I talk to the community.
Yeah.
The people that actually use it. And it's important to talk to them because they use it. They know where it could improve and what solutions we can.
Yeah, it's the whole community engagement conversation of.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, because I just ordered a bike because I want to. For me, it's important to walk the walk. If I'm going to talk about bike lanes, I want to ride it.
Yeah.
And so people in the community are actually going to take me around.
Right.
And show me exactly, okay, this is...
Here's where it's good, here's where it's bad.
Here's what we could do,
yeah.
and solutions we can come up with.
That's interesting.
It's important.
That'll be good.
Yeah.